this last week on Two Guys Talking About Records, my podcast that I do with Jim Gleason. We do this on Sundays. It goes out Sunday evenings, and he even puts on a Spotify playlist if you want to hear about the albums we're talking about. Well, this week was about antique stores and some of the craziness that we're finding out in antique stores and the prices. I went to one antique store where the average price, he just priced stuff at $49.99. $49.99, $49.99. If it was really kind of crappy, $25.99. If it was really kind of good, $79.99. He really had it just down. That's what it is. How much is it? I don't know how much it's worth. That's what I'm selling it for. Just insanity. And Jim has been finding a lot of that too. Some of you find great deals. You're out there, you see it, you go, hey, here's a good deal. I used to find that, but to me it's more of a rarity now, and instead I find antique stores really not knowing pricing and just seeing what they can get, like throwing a price out there. Jim had talked about he was at one store that was super expensive, all this, they're just crazy prices. Then he goes to another one right next door. Guy has 2 boxes of records, $1 a piece. He goes, I bet you the guy next door isn't too happy. He goes, nah, he's probably not too happy, but it's just the way it is. And this one guy, he goes in and shops Jim's dollar bins, brings them back to his store and marks them way up. So there is the craziness out there with antique stores, but you see it. But I'm sure there are deals to be found too. So it's still worth looking if you have the time and the patience to do that. Something I'm not always have the most of either. So, but let's take a look at this store. I'm in Colorado Springs, and this is Oddball. Yeah, Oddball store, music and more. So yes, there's records, but there is more than the records on here. Pretty much all used. Some of them have been around a bit, but nice owner, really nice guy. Had no problem with me going in and filming. I do a lot. I've showed you the rest of the store too. There's just quirky stuff in here, kind of the fun things. So, yeah, really worth. This is right downtown in Colorado Springs, kind of the old part of Colorado Springs. So, really cool area. A lot of little restaurants, knicky-knack type stores. So, this is newer. Oddball music and more. So if you're Colorado Springs, come on over, take a look. Fun place. I'm not sure if you're going to find what you need. I found a couple albums. I'm not sure on the pricing or the condition, but still, nice place.
Estoy buscando uno porque siempre lo tengo, pero no lo tengo con ningún disco. Son los discos allá, pero necesito un disco así antiguo, divertido, para tenerlos encima con... Claro. De hecho, un poco así.
Okay.
I was not expecting that to actually work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is what I need now. I could...
Mira, no puede ser, depende de los precios, pero este cuesta $40, ¿verdad? Depende del artista también, ¿no?
Oh, good. Okay. Where at? All right. I'll be right there. Thank you.
Cut and was it $200 in the store?
Oh no.
What's that for? Huh? Was it so? Yeah. That's part of it.
Yeah. Didn't you have a skull hole?
Not yet.
Huh? Of course you did. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. See this one? That's funny. Some lamps. Yeah, I just remember that stuff. No.
Cool. Yeah.
For your room.
This is no room.
Yeah, I forgot that thing.
Yeah.
Tiger's jacket for the extra large.
Welcome to the Oddball, sir, guys. Thanks for coming in. Lots to look at. Winner! Told you.
Oh yeah, here's the socks.
I got it. Good. Third try. Take it to Vegas, son. Let's go.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh, that's the Dallas theater.
So this week's tour, Oddball and More. Pricing, well, we'll talk about that. I will say this. The store was fun to go into. There's a lot of cool stuff in there just to look at. There is, records, but there's a lot of other things. It's like different little rooms. I think like 4 or 5 rooms that have things in it. One room just has lots and lots of instruments in there. And the owner was extremely nice, very nice guy, no problem with filming or anything. Enjoyed talking with him, and he had someone else there with him. Yeah, nice people. The pricing, though, for instance, there's like Sean Cassidy and Andy Gibb. Now these normally are $1, $3, maybe a $5 records. And they're going for double-digit prices, $12.99, $13.99, And so you're finding that in the racks. There was a couple things I had a little bit of interest in, but when you looked at the cover and then you looked at the vinyl, it's like, yeah, you know, yeah, sometimes you can find a beat up record and it's in good shape, but I'm kind of past that part with my collecting now, you know. And for, you know, I did, you know, but I had been in that part, you know, before the flood. I had lots of stuff, you know. I would go to these kind of places, but I'd find the dollar albums. I just stacks of dollar albums. And it was fun, you know, because I wanted to, you know, I was just trying to see how many records I could get. And, well, what's this? What's that? What's this? It's only $1. Boom, 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 boom. And you pile it up. Well, those dollars are kind of gone now. You know, there are a few dollars, you know, places that have dollar bins, but they're $5 bins. But in this case, you know, they really were, you know, up to, you know, double digits, you know, for these records that generally would be 5 and under. There's a lot of people in there and shopping. It's a busy area. You know, there were tourists, you know, it's kind of a touristy spot. And you know, and they're from different countries, and you know, there's one whole family, and the whole family, the kids, they're all looking and kind of excited about this. You're in America. Hey, we're looking for records in America. Pretty neat. They're working on my sighting and stuff now, so it's all afternoon, goes bang, 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 bang. That's what you're hearing there. So yeah, it's worth, you know, go in if you're in Colorado Springs. It's in the old area of Colorado, old town, I guess you could call it. Yeah, maybe you'll find something. I obviously did not, and yeah, I probably wouldn't go back, but I like the guy there. But I did bring back an album back into my collection, and you know, this is just reissued again, and it was Stop Making Sense. And this is the greatest live album in the world to me. It is by far the best live album ever made, the best live video ever made. I've watched it so many times. Being a Talking Heads fan, that's a big part of this. You know, this is one of my all-time favorite groups. But, you know, I had the, you know, when it first came out, I have that. It was a single album set. But then later on, they came out with the double album set, and I was super excited. Well, after the flood, it became very hard for me to get that. And the prices for that original had jumped a lot more than what I wanted, you know, I felt like I should pay. So this reissue is a blessing for me because it is an all-time favorite. And it's nice to see all the songs in there, you know, from the concert, and instead of just that one album set. So this was a huge, and you know, the first batch sold out. I mean, this thing sold out so quick. It was hard to get, but you know, they reissued it again, and Jim was able, at Radio Wasteland, was able to go out and find a copy and snag me one. So most appreciative, Jim. Thank you for that, because you know, very important album to me to have in the collection to go with my Talking Heads. Not a completist in Talking Heads, though. If I had it all, that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm just not out there going, I gotta find that, gotta find it, gotta find it. If I find it, yay. Though I have almost everything, just a couple of the later albums. So yeah, happy to have that back. So that's what we got. A quick one this week, huh? You know, there wasn't much, you know, at the store. Again, I couldn't go through, you know, there's a lot of people shopping in those bins, record bins. So, you know, I couldn't get through them all, but what are you going to see? You know? Of course, all of you always tend to find something. Go, what, Steve, what about that one? What about this one? Which I love. I love to hear all the crap that I miss that you guys are going, that one was a good one. If when I can, I try to go back to actually try to look for some of that. So I appreciate your input, and I also appreciate you watching once again. So come on back on Sunday. We got a heck of an eclectic mix. Oh, big surprise. Bye.